Alright, hey all, back home. So on top of doing emails, I'm deciding to do little video logs. So this is week one. Well, I guess you can call it week one. Out in the field. I didn't do any at the MTC because I didn't feel like it was necessary, but you heard all about it already. But yeah, these video logs, I'm gonna keep them in a Google Drive so you can kind of like bounce back and forth between them if you're confused about something. So first day in Little Rock, Arkansas. It was, I guess you could say, humidity truck coming from Utah and then all the way down to stopping at our flight. We had to leave around like 6:45. We took front runner all the way down, and then took tracks all the way down to the airport. Where then we got in, we got through and all. Then when we got on the plane, we flew all the way out to Texas. Had like not even like an hour layover. It was just like a couple minutes. Then we were back on the plane. Then we flew all the way out to Little Rock. Got there around 6 p.m. This time it would be 5 p.m. Utah time. And then we come down the stairs. We meet the mission president, some of their, I guess, I don't know how to word them, but people that they brought along. Some of them were APs, I think. I don't know. But met them. Went all the way to the mission home. It was pretty humid that day, so it was like coming from a car to outside, it was getting like hit like a truck, honestly. But yeah, I got used to it by now. But that was pretty good. Then Thursday, had training, got a new companion. Sent Noel over there. He's not dead. Almost. It's journal writing time, so it's been a long day. It's already Sunday. Yeah. But Thursday did training, all that. Now, and then drove all the way down to our apartment room house thingy, and it's basically what I'm in right now is a house. There's a bunch of rooms in the back. I have a camera. I have a camera video tour. I don't know if that's gonna be posted here or not. If so, it's gonna be like a 3-minute video. I'll see what happens with that one. But it shows a house. Wasn't able to show the truck because it's dark right now, but we have a truck. It's pretty nice. Got to the apartment, got everything set up, situated. But on top of it, this is recently Elder Brinkerhoff, my companion. He just moved into this thing last Saturday. So it was like the Saturday before I came down. So there's still a lot of empty dips and holes that we still need to get and fill in. But that's all exciting parts. Then Friday, first official day. Turns off to be a real interesting start. Met the ward mission leader, really cool guy. Brother Waswell, pretty nice. We head out to do service at the Humane Society that they have there. in the middle of, I wouldn't say nowhere, but there's a lot of space in between the area where I am. But the area that I got moved down to is called Holly Springs. It's like, it's a big, it's a decently big area, but we're only a branch, but we're working on it. But we went to Humane Society, worked with the dogs, got their kennels cleaned out and all that. Said hi to a cat too. But then after we come back to the house, the changeover, because there was a less active, well, working on becoming more active member, was dying of, was in the hospital, dying of double bronchitis, no, pneumonia, double pneumonia.
He also had cancer.
Oh, and he also had cancer. What was it, do you know?
No.
No. But, and we were gonna go visit him. But then, right when we walked out with clothes, we go into the car. Well, we almost get to the car, and then we get a call saying passed away. And we'll talk more about that when it hits Sunday, when it hits time-wise, when I speak Sunday. That was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting way to start off first day, but then we went shopping for stuff for the Humane Society, came back, dropped it off, did studies, then went out and visited people, starting to get to know everyone. Yeah. Yeah, met with people, met the branch president. Just kind of got to know everyone, and then that's basically what happened. Friday, Saturday, which was yesterday, in this video, it was more, we were home most of the day because we had to get a lot of planning done for this coming week. Just kind of set some goals and people to keep in our eyes and hearts out and all that. Then after we did some studies, kind of thought about the people we needed to visit that day. Then we visited them. Some weren't home, but most of these people we visit are either inactive and trying to become more active, or non-members, but we also do visit members, kind of like see how they're doing. This is more older range type of branch, but we visit some people, try to just give them uplifting messages and all that. And one of the ones that stuck out to me was we shared a message with a recent girl who's recently converted to the church. She's going through a lot of crap right now. It's kind of insane, but we shared the DNC 121, 7 through 12. If you're interested, I'm also going to put it in the email. So if you're wondering what that is, go on ahead. It's pretty good, basically saying my brother and sister, your trials shall be but a small moment. So basically saying that if you basically endure these trials, everything will be okay, because it will. Always remember that. But then leads into today. We had church. We actually are stationed at a Pentecostal church, because we don't have a building of our own yet. We're actually in the process of building one. So that's all exciting. But yeah, meeting at a different type of church group building is kind of interesting. But there I met a lot of new a lot of the other members. We have a member range, like active member range between 60 and 90. Depends on the week. Last Sunday apparently was up to like 91, which was pretty big. So we're kind of decently close for becoming from a branch to becoming a ward, so that's exciting. And then after, we kind of did some more studies, did some more kind of like setup in this house, just to kind of fill in those holes, and then went to the viewing for that less active. His name was Randall. It was my first ever funeral, or viewing and funeral overall. The funeral's tomorrow, so don't hear me much. That's probably why, because I'm at the funeral and doing all that stuff. And just talked with some of the people, and there was a lot of people there because in Holly Springs, one way or another in certain parts, everyone's related to each other in some way. There's a road that has full of people, and one way or the other, they're related. So instead of the trees doing this, it does this. So it's basically a big wave. But that's just what happens. It's kind of cool though. But then, and also we realized our area book, we needed to update it, basically because we had a lot of old referrals and all that. We tried to get rid of them. Try to not get rid of them, just more update them and send out text to those people saying, hey, we have your information. We were wondering if you are interested and all that. We haven't heard from a lot though, but one of them won't give the name, but one of them is homeless and pregnant. It was interesting to have that conversation with her on the phone, but we're keeping her in our prayers, and hopefully if we're able to help her with anything, that we can do the best we can with her. But yeah, and now I'm here. But also during, kind of jumping back to church this morning, they were literally calling me out, saying that I'm too skinny for this ward. Need to fatten up a bit, but I haven't really gained much since I've been out. Overall, I'm kind of at a 163, and a lot of my friends know that I've been between 150 and 160, so I'm kind of like in that upper area, but it's been fluctuating a lot. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm sorry this is a long video. I'm surprised if you made it this far, but yeah, that's basically what's going on, and I'll try and do this every Sunday night to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on. You can actually hear my voice instead of just seeing text on the screen. But yeah. Remember, God loves you. I love you. All of you. So very much. Miss you all. Hope you're all doing well. And if you ever need anything, always turn to those who care about you. Always turn to the Lord, turn to the scriptures. And if you don't have one of those accesses, you can always get them. Scriptures are always helpful. You can always refer back to that. My last week's email, which was my last week in the MTC, week 3, of those scriptures talking about peace, the whole thing of that. If you're ever wanting to find that, always turn to that. Yeah, they're all in the Book of Mormon, but they do help change lives. I know that the Book of Mormon is true, and that it really does change lives. And I promise, if each of you read it as often as possible, you'll be able to have that peace in your life, and know that no matter what happens, it will all work out. And if you have a hope and a future for something, just pray to the scriptures, know that it will work out. Because I know, me doing this out here, me being out here, it's a new start, but I know that everything's gonna work out, and whatever happens, the Lord knows what He's doing, and I have faith that everything that all my intentions in my heart and everything that I want, He has that in consideration, and He cares about me and you, and just remember He's always there, and so am I. I may be almost 3,000 miles. Well, okay, back and forth trip, 3,000 miles. But I will always keep you in my prayers, in my heart. Hope you all have a good week. Love you all, and take care of each other.